Yamamoto threw a good game. He's a good pitcher. We've been battling pretty hard offensively and doing a little bit better today. Not the case. He kind of shoved it against. Internally believe that, and I will keep saying that message till the day that I die. Yamamoto threw a good game. He's a good pitcher. We've been battling pretty hard offensively and doing a little bit better today. Not the case. He kind of shoved it against us, and it's one of those days. It sucks that it's in this time frame where we're struggling as a team, but we got to pick up the pieces and bounce back tomorrow.
How do you get out of this funk that you've now been in for eight games?
Yeah, I think you keep showing up every day, knowing that you got games to play yet, and this little stretch does not define our season. And I think that's as long as we have that attitude that this is not the end. This is just part of the journey, and hopefully it's a stepping stone that makes us a stronger team going forward. And we just got to believe in that until we finally, win a game and then hopefully go on a winning streak.
Do you see games like Thursday and Friday having a cascading effect on morale, anything like that?
No, I think it's natural. I think I can tell the way you guys come in here. There's, definitely, a tone to when games happen where you feel like, man, we had that game won, and then you lose the game. So, it's my job as the manager and our job as coaching staff and everybody within this team of the Padres to, smile at each other, keep a positive light, and know that tomorrow it could change. It didn't change today, but tomorrow it could change, and we got to believe in that.
You're a first-time coach, first-time manager. Do you know what that looks like as far as your role and what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, the only thing I can rely on is my own personal beliefs, what I did as a player, and then what I've seen, shown to me from previous managers I've had for the 20 years of baseball that I played, and I had a lot of them. There's a few on our coaching staff that were right there doing the same thing. Can you make yourself win a baseball game? You can't make yourself win a baseball game, but you can have the right attitude, you can have the right mindset, keep the same focus and discipline, and sooner or later you put those things together, you're going to win a baseball game.
Is the Dodgers just the wrong team to be facing when you're going through this?
I think any major league team, all major league teams are good, and when you're scuffling like this, it just manifests itself. Whenever you make one mistake, the other team takes advantage of it, and you can't get back from it. But it's not like the Diamondbacks or the Blue Jays, our next opponents that we face, aren't any easier. We got a tough road ahead of us, and it's about bouncing back.
There's been 2 losing streaks at least for 6 games in the last several weeks. What's your level of concern that maybe some of the guys are starting to accept that it's just going to be a summer like this?
Yeah, I'm not going to let them believe that it's going to be a summer like this. I think they believe in their talent, they believe in themselves, and as long as we keep telling them and talking to them and coaching them in a way that this season has some meaning to it, I think there's no big deal about it.
Are you concerned though that that thought might be creeping into your clubhouse?
Well, I think it creeps in when everybody around us, outside of us, starts talking like that and thinking like that. And there's nothing wrong. Like, you guys, that's your guys' job, is to, talk like that and talk about what could the future bring. And I think internally, we talk about what the future could bring too. And my message to them is the best is yet to come. And it will always be that way. And I internally believe that, and I will keep saying that message till the day that I die.
What did you think of the 2 fourth-inning challenges? Obviously, neither went your way.
Yeah, neither went our way. We've been trying to be a little bit more aggressive. We had a stretch there where we were just leaving challenges on the table. Definitely, against a pitcher like Yamamoto, any strike that you can get turned your way, get a base runner, could turn the tide of the game. That was kind of our strategy today. There's no use holding them back, and unfortunately, they just didn't go our way.
What did you think of the way the pitching kind of fell into place today? Canning, another kind of solid outing.
Yeah, he did good. Yeah, we definitely came into this game thinking we were going to piece it together with the bullpen and see what Griffin could give us, but we weren't really trying to stretch him out to 5, 6, 7 innings. We knew we were facing a really good pitcher on the other side. He was going to limit how many runs we were going to score, so we had to kind of do our best to do that. And the pitchers did a great job. 1 run early and then a solo home run. Largely held down their offense.
Do you see a little rust in Mason Miller tonight?
Yeah, probably. That has a lot to do with it. It's definitely hard to have that many days off or not have pitched that much in the last 2 weeks and then go out there and be as sharp as you can against some of the best hitters in the world. So hopefully this is one of those outings. He got himself back out there, fills the adrenaline again, and then we can start playing better baseball and give him a lead late in the game.
How we doing?